Alright, well this is the next project we got. It's 2000 BMW. It's a 330i series. Guy just bought that here recently. He paid like $2,000 for the car, which in most cases would be a pretty good deal. It's got a few little goodies on it. It's got the aftermarket HID halo headlights on it. Yeah, it's got a cold air intake. It's got some bling and wheels. You know, it's got $2,000 worth of tires and wheels on this thing. You know, and it is a BMW, so that should hold some value there. And well, anyhow, he bought it, drove it for a while, noticed a vibration at highway speeds. You know, it wasn't really making any noise or doing anything otherwise, but you get it out on the highway and it had a vibration. Well, told me he needed to get in the shop here so I could look at it. Before he got in the shop here, all of a sudden it started making a lot of noise. And he was really worried about it, so he loaded it on a trailer and he spent the next 80 miles of his life here on a trailer to make it here. That's why it's so dirty. Been towed through the sleet and the snow and the rain. He needed to get in the shop here so I could look at it. 80 miles to bring it before he got in the shop here. All of a sudden it started making a lot of noise. Most parts of it out on this. He was really worried about it, so he loaded it on a trailer and he spent the next 80 miles of his life here on a trailer to make it here. That's why it's so dirty. Been towed through the sleet and the snow and the rain and everything for the last 80 miles to bring it to the shop here for me to work on it. Most of the parts that are bad on this, he already has those. We've got the drive line there, as you can see, because we knew it was probably a carrier bearing problem. So we did get the drive line. He already knew about the issue of the door, like I said earlier, that does need some body work, and that's one of the things right there. Passenger door there, you got sideswiped. So we already got a door for it. We had a black one that was all lined up. They said it was, you know, it was in pretty good shape or whatever, and they did have one that was black, but when they went out to look at it, it was in pretty bad shape too. So they said, no, you know, it's gonna, you know, too far gone to try to save. So we ended up getting a white one, which everything is in perfectly straight door, don't need any body work or anything done to the door. So all the regulators, the glass is missing out of it, but that's not a big deal. The regulator, everything's still in the door, but it is white, so that's going to have to be painted and blended in and dealt with. It's got 20-inch wheels on it, got some high-dollar tires, Nido tires or whatever they are on there, so it's got $2,000 worth of tires and wheels on it at least, you know, so he got his money at least out of that. It does run and drive. It's a good running car. You know, so I mean, he got his money's worth at least out of the parts that's on it. Even if he parted it out, he'd still make his money back. Like I said, it's got the halo headlights, it's got the LED lights in the back. You know, it's got a lot of add-ons on this car. So that's going to be the first thing we're going to do now. Got it all raised up in the air. Is we're going to go ahead and change out that drive line. So first thing I did is I crawled underneath it. It's like, oh yeah, I think he's got a carrier bearing that's probably bad, right? Yeah, I think that's a bad carrier bearing, if I'd say so. But it's a BMW. They're not easy to work on. Got to pull the exhaust out of it. Got to pull the cross member, pull that stuff. Because it does have a set of headers that he got with the car. And they're $500 headers. He got a bunch of extra parts that came with it. Got 2 extra tires. You know, so we definitely got us $2,000 worth out of this car. And so we're going to do some paint work. This fender's in bad shape. The fender came with the car. Got a good used fender. Because this one here is in kind of a little rough shape. Not too bad, but Yeah, what the heck, you know. You got one that's in perfect shape to put back on there, but it's silver. So we're going to paint the fender, we're going to paint the hood. I don't know how far we're going to go on this. It's got a few little cosmetic things going on here and there, but you know, the door for sure, the hood for sure, and the other fender for sure. Got a little ding back there on the back. Yeah, it's going to take a little work, you know, but it, you know, the interior is really nice in it. I mean, everything in the car itself is really nice. So, yep, that's where she is. So, she's got that aftermarket front bumper on it, which you can tell that. So, yeah, it's got some goodies on it and stuff. So.